Hi friends! When GoPro released the Hero 7 about 2 months ago, they introduced a feature called hypersmooth. And it was great for stuff like but when we put it on an FPV mini quad and activated hypersmooth, it wasn't as good as we've been hoping for. We could see some warping in the pictures and we could see a bit of stuttering when the camera was moving sideways. So you didn't get that smooth feeling as all pilots would be hoping for. So the verdict in the community was to skip the hypersmooth. It's not good for mini quads. Keep it for vlogging and running and bicycling. But recently GoPro released a new firmware, 1.61 I think. You will have the link down in the description. I have tried it and I put it on a mini quad to see, did they fix it? Did they make hypersmooth good for mini quads and FPV? Let's have a look at this flight and see if it's a J or nay.
I can still remember, it was cold and you were young. You were pushing on a smile. It was late September when the sky was falling down. You were saying stay a while. I remember by the ocean, we were young and we were gold. Now that you're gone, my heart's so cold. I remember across the ocean, we were riding on a storm, never alone. When we were gold, we were when you feel like breaking and you're coming down too hard, you can see the storm roll in. And I know you're waiting. Hold your breath and hold your heart. You know I am coming in. I remember by the ocean, we were young and we were gold. Now that you're gone, my heart's so cold. I remember across the ocean, we were riding on a storm, never alone. When we were gold, we were
Personally, I think that hypersmooth now looks really good. It looks different for sure. And it really takes out all the small type of vibes and oscillations. Prop wash is basically non-existent when using hypersmooth. It's still tiny bit of stuttering in some sideways moves, and sometimes the picture get a little bit warped, but you have to consider, if you compare it to traditional mini quad footage where you sometimes have a bit of mid-stick oscillations, you do have prop wash, you do have It's never 100% perfect without hypersmooth either, so you have to compare these two. Which downsides are the worst? And I think hypersmooth is awesome for long range, for cruising. If you have a quad that's not have a 100% perfect tune, if you have some vibrations you can't get rid of, for those type, I think it's awesome. And for freestyle, I will still have to evaluate and see what I think. Next up is also to try it on wings. I have seen some amazing footage because wings tend to be a bit bumpy, but yep, this was all for me for this time. A quick test of the new GoPro firmware for Hero 7. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think hypersmooth with the new firmware is good for FPV and mini quads? Until next time, see ya.